Welcome to my ELRC 3500 Section 2 final portfolio. I decided to create mine in a way that I felt was the best way for me to use it. So it's in my own organizational pattern, and I think that helps as part of the class, is learning about how you're going to use different things. So my name is Mary Frances Baylant, and I will be sharing with y'all today. I'm going to start with my final presentation. I know that that's the last thing that we did, but that was my favorite thing. And I created a how to wash your face and achieve life-changing skin using Rodan & Fields' Redefine line, and I did that because it's a little bit part of me and because of my job with them. And I used iMovie for my presentation. I enjoyed using iMovie during our group presentation, so I felt that this method of technology was going to be the best one. When talking about Padlet, after using it twice this semester, I really enjoyed it. I think it will come in handy in the future while preparing different therapy activities as a speech-language pathologist, and it's very organizational, and I appreciated that, so I'm glad I learned how to use it. One of the first things we did was to make name tents in the class, and so each member created their own name card to kind of get to know each other. It made the class more personal, and we got to actually meet each other and not just show up at class and do our thing. We also wrote biographies, so at the beginning of the course each student wrote their own short autobiography, and I think it's a great activity because you got to understand where we were starting from with our technology usage and a little bit about our background and where we were from. We also learned about Vocaroo and QR codes. Vocaroo is a free website that you can use to create QR codes, and these codes can be used to share important information or to link said info such as presentations with others, and it's very useful and quick and easy. Our class Facebook page is going to help us stay in touch with our friends from class because keeping up with each other is great as we are all going different places, especially those of us who are graduating, so that we can keep in touch with each other. What is the difference between a goal and an objective? So a goal is going to be more broad and it's going to define the destination, what you want to achieve, whereas the objective or objectives are going to be measurable and they're going to help you reach your goal as little stepping stools. Using Assure, I created an inspiration map to help me map out certain goals for one of my current jobs. Again, it's a really great tool, and being a visual learner, I enjoyed seeing how to map each thing out. Another concept map we made was for our traveling, and we also made a brochure for it. So because I'm a visual learner, I typically write my notes in diagram form. So this concept map reminded me of my way of learning, and so I can use it on the go, which is really cool. My brochure is about going to Rome, and I picked different activities and used my concept map to help lay everything out. My app presentation was on Anchor. So Anchor is a podcast app, and I researched it, learning that it's a free podcast app and you can use it anywhere. One of the cool features that it has is that you can have other podcasters that aren't in your area join you live. And out of all the apps that we used, I would probably use LiveBinders the most because it helps you stay organized, and I'm all about organization. So having different binders for different subjects or different clients in the future, different lines, it's very nice to be set with the LiveBinders. We also created a All About Me slideshow and Padlet. So these activities were created using Google Slides and Padlet, and I've used Slides before, but it was the first time I used Padlet, and I learned that it's basically another type of way to create a slideshow. And I linked my slides to the Word presentation, and my Padlet is embedded into the thing. Symbaloo and Diago kind of remind me of Padlet in a way, but also very different because you're working with websites, and they are also organizational tools. I would use these to have all the sites I use in one place rather than having to search through different bookmarks online. Also created a blog, and during the course I learned a lot about all of the different Google apps, and I created my blog using Blogger, which was really easy to create, and it was free, so that's a plus. I've heard that a lot of other blog type creator websites are difficult, and this was not, so yay. Our movie project, this was a group project, and we did it on a LSU campus food tour using iMovie. So after brainstorming through different options such as interviewing house moms of LSU Greek life, food tour of Baton Rouge, or an insider's view of cheer practice because Rachel is a cheerleader, my group ended up narrowing our food tour idea. Instead of having it all over Baton Rouge or in the surrounding area, we did it just on campus, and it was really fun checking out each place and working together to create the video. And my final thoughts before getting to Screencast-O-Matic, of course, is that I thoroughly enjoyed this class and I learned a lot. I've never used most of the technology that we worked with, so I'm grateful that I was able to discover these tools, and I think that I'll use a lot of them in the future. But as for me, I am taking a gap year and reapplying to speech pathology school in the fall. So right now I am in the job hunting process, which is not very fun, but it's coming along. However, I am now coming to terms that this will be a good thing, and I will learn so much more working in the field this year rather than just being tested, because I do much better whenever I apply my knowledge physically rather than just, okay, learn it, test, good. I need to be out there doing. And so I'm excited to see what the future entails. And I would love to stay in touch, so you can reach me at 337-852-0832. Have a great summer. How do I stop recording?